Hello, Chupirins. How are you? Where did it go? Okay, now I can go live. So, this live is a spontaneous one, just like most of mine are. And I want to talk about something that I think not many people talk about, especially people who have periods. And because I'm going through so many changes, even though I have a tracking app of when my period would happen, it's not exact. When life is like all over the place, or there's like many changes happening, the female body also goes through these changes a lot. And your period, and to some people this is funny and embarrassing, I got it, it can be 100%, but what I want to say is that this is the reason why I'm having this conversation, because I think as women don't talk about these things. It's a taboo. In reality, it isn't. It is our life every single day, and then for a few days, and then for some of us for many days during the month, we have a period when our uterus shreds and blood comes out. I know those conversations don't really happen on the internet much. Only a few people talk about it. So, because I'm going through some major changes in my life, they're good changes for the most part. My period is just not on track. Like, it's hard to track and know exactly when it's gonna happen. So, this month I was expecting it in like a few days, but surprise, it happened today. That's how it works. When I was younger, there were no apps, there weren't like all these things, so I would always track it in my mind and I would know approximately when would happen. But it used to be a lot more a surprise than it is right now. However, like I said, because going through changes, it really changes the body. Right now I'm going through a lot more changes. So that's the number one thing. The next thing that happens is, for me, I go through a lot of bodily pains. Like my breast hurt, my back hurts. Yesterday I couldn't fall asleep. In fact, actually the past few days I do deal with anxiety on regular basis, but before my period, that is a lot like stronger, and I just feel like I can't do anything. And it's hard to also know when that is exactly happening, because like this time around I couldn't fully track it, so I couldn't know what days might happen. And even at the time where I'm tracking it, every month is different. This month, for example, I couldn't sleep and I had some horrible nightmares, but I didn't think it was connected to the period, and it usually is. But the fact that I got my period today, I know why I had the nightmares. It makes sense. Just my body is going through so much. The other thing is weird cravings, but very weird cravings for me. I know people crave sweets. For me, I could crave sweet, I could crave salty, I could crave everything, all of them. And when I crave all of those things, I don't even really know. Oh my god, there's a deer by the window. Yay. When I crave all those things, I don't even know what I want. But eventually I got hungry and I got a lot more clearer on what I want. So I grabbed some leftover pancakes with chocolate, and I cannot talk right now. Okay. My family's knocking on my door. I think they either know I'm doing a live, or yeah. they're just knocking on the door. I'm gonna go out in a moment, but what I was sharing with you is that happens to pregnant women, and it happens to women every single month when they're in period. I don't know how other women deal with it, but for me, I feel like every single month I'm pregnant because I have some weird cravings. Like right now. So I have mangoes. When leftover pancakes and Eurocreme, which is basically hazelnut, I think it's hazelnut chocolate. So white and milk chocolate. Also work-wise, I have so much work today that my brain couldn't focus on any of them for very long. Yes, the thoughts for the moment were clear, but quickly my brain would switch to something else, and I would lose focus. And on days like that, it's really hard to work. Also, going to the gym. My husband went to the gym. I went to the gym yesterday, but it was a shorter session, and I didn't share it on social media. You see, a lot of times I just don't share. I need to get better. That I really want to share with all of you. Maybe it will inspire you, make you feel better. But yeah, I went to the gym yesterday just for a run and a quick ab workout. And then the goal was today to go and do a longer session, either legs or upper body. It's a little bit out of like order because of the changes that are going through my life, and like spending time here and then spending time in the city. Sometimes we ended up like skipping some of the gym sessions because we were just exhausted, but we're still doing them, just not as often as we'd like. Some weeks we go full force, and then other weeks, a couple of days, like or a day or two, we fall out. But we're still active, so that's good. And we also do other activities. Yeah, so today is a day where I've done so much, but I feel like I didn't do anything, and I just want to be bothered. Like whoever knocked at the door, I think this is a really good example on your period. I mean, I don't do that because you just can't, like, you have things to do most of the time, but I literally feel like someone is knocking on my door constantly. They need something from me, and I'm just like, I'm not here. It all happens internally. I'm not here. I don't know. You need me today? Not available. Calendar full. Try me another day. Let's reschedule. That's exactly how it feels, at least for the first couple of days for me, depending on the month. And this month is definitely like that, but I don't have time to really take the break or do all those things that I would like to do on my period today. This is actually satisfying my cravings because the whole day I was eating chips, then I had chocolate, then in the morning I had eggs and arepa, which I actually enjoyed that one, but then I was having all these weird cravings, and I would nibble on something, but nothing would fulfill me. Maybe I'm just hungry at this point because I don't have lunch. I didn't even want to have lunch. It's hot too, so yeah. And this is something that happens before or during my period. On other days, I'm completely okay. Oh, yesterday I craved ice cream, and I haven't craved ice cream in a few days or so. So I was like, okay. But I wasn't really craving ice cream. I was just craving something. Think sweet, but that's also not clear. Though I saw the mangoes in the store. We went to the store today to get some groceries, and I saw mangoes, and I was like, I'm gonna have some mangoes. I didn't even think yet to have them like this. When I came home, I was like, oh, leftover pancakes. Mm-hmm. Hi, Irfan. And hi to everybody else who's joining on Instagram. So, yeah, this is my experience today. My day is not over. I have to go somewhere with my family to get some errands done. And I need to do some client work. Though I already feel so exhausted and overwhelmed. More than on a regular day, like so much more. I just wished in this moment I just didn't exist for anybody and I could just be in bed, watch TV, which is what I did last night. After the game. And not be bothered at all by anything or anyone. This is such a good combination. I think the title of this live should have been satisfying my period craving. Really, that's what should have been. I feel like when it's hot out and I'm on my period, I feel the period a lot more than I otherwise would, because I'm already like, oh, I'm so hot, and then you add the period to it, and then I'm like even more in discomfort. Okay, so ladies and all the rest of the people on their periods who don't identify as ladies, I hope this video helps you to feel more comfortable in your own body, to listen to it, to hear it, to understand it, because it's a never-ending journey of learning about your body. When I was younger, I didn't know any of these things. I just always felt like there was something wrong with me because either women didn't talk, they were having the same symptoms as I was, or two, because they didn't talk about it, and because men clearly don't have the same experience, I always felt like there's something wrong with me and that I shouldn't be feeling this way, and I didn't even understand what I was feeling. It's just something was happening. That's the only way I can put it. Something is happening and I am suppressing those feelings and telling myself I shouldn't feel like this, I shouldn't be like this, I shouldn't be doing this, when in reality it's just all completely normal, and my body just needs to go through this process every single month, because that is what creates other human beings. So I'm gonna leave you right here with this thought. Give yourself love, and if you're on your period, or when you're on your period, please be more patient with yourself. Give yourself some compassion and love and a break. And if you feel like me, that you have so much to do and you're doing a lot but you're not really accomplishing much, is because it's okay. This time is for you to, it's like inner winter, really. You just need some rest for a few days or so, and then you'll be back full of energy. And that's usually what happens to me. So, sending you lots of love, Chipidines, and stay healthy, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon in another video.